Welcome back to another episode of 4Expedition Adventurer. In this episode, we venture out to Wickenburg, Arizona with Happy Trails Adventures and my good friend Brian Schott for a side-by-side trip to the Sonoran Desert around Alamo Lake. Join us for this high-speed adventure with beautiful scenes and fun in the sun.
The next episode of 4Expedition Adventure starts now. My friends, and welcome back to another episode of 4Expedition Adventure. I'm Scott Luthold. Today we're coming to you from Wickenburg, Arizona, which is located just northwest of the city of Phoenix. We've come out here to spend some time with my good friend Brian Schott. Many of you might remember him. He's been on a number of our adventures before. You might recall when we took the Subaru Outback over Engineers Pass in Colorado, he and I did that together. Anyway, we've come out here today. We're going to take a side-by-side trip. It's probably about 140, 150 miles. It's all off-road. We're leaving from Wickenburg, Arizona. We're going to drop down into the river and take that all the way up to Alamo Lake and back. And while we're up there, we're going to have lunch. We're going to make our way back. It's about a 5-hour round trip, and that includes lunch. And we've come out here. We're spending some time here at Happy Trails. Happy Trails was kind enough to work with us on putting together this program. They're a really fantastic outfit here in Wickenburg. If you're going to do some off-roading here or rent some side-by-sides or ATVs or anything like that, you're definitely going to want to do that here in Wickenburg at Happy Trails. Really wonderful people here. We've had some wonderful service. They have got some great brand new vehicles. They provide helmets, they provide goggles, they can provide coolers for you. They really set you up quite well to be able to take a nice long trip, and there are just a ton of places around here to take a side-by-side. Up into the mountains, there's a lot of beautiful old mining towns and ghost towns and, you know, old mine claims and things like that. You're really not supposed to dig around in any of that, but you can definitely go up and see a lot of that. Well, we're heading out to Alamo Lake. It's a pretty far drive. We're going to be going through a box canyon. It's going to just be a fantastic day. It's in the 70s today here in the desert of Arizona. And Heather and I came down here to get away from the mountains and 8,000 plus feet in elevation and 0-degree temperatures, just to get a little bit of warmth and spend some time with friends and family down here. I really hope you enjoy this episode, so sit back and enjoy the ride. So what would you consider to be the best experience here on a side-by-side?
Probably the box
canyon.
Yeah.
And how far away is that from here?
A couple miles.
So you can drive the road just
Yep.
a couple miles down
All
to
the
the river?
vehicles are street legal, so you can drive them right from here.
Okay.
Park here.
And then you drop down in the box canyon. How long is the box canyon itself?
A mile maybe, I
Mile.
suppose, but maybe not quite that long. But for getting out there, you go through the river that runs under the bridge where
Yeah.
McDonald's is.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the river.
Is there always water in it, or is it sometimes dry? Or?
Pretty much always. In the
Fun.
box, there's always water.
So
Yeah.
people have a really amazing
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, summer
especially if
is
they're not
great
from
fun
here.
because
Yeah.
you can get wet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And keep warm or
Blast
cool.
through the water a little bit.
Yeah, that's fun.
So you have mostly Polaris.
We have all Polaris.
All Polaris.
We're a Polaris certified outfitter.
You are, okay.
So, yep.
And so what model range do you have?
We have Rangers, Razors, and Generals. So
Okay.
we
Oh,
have
yeah.
anything from a 2-seat to a 6-seat.
Really? Okay. And you provide all helmets, goggles. What else do you provide?
Coolers, bungee cord
Coolers.
straps.
Nice.
Full
Okay.
tank of gas. They bring it back empty.
Oh, that's really great.
Yeah.
Okay. And so how far in advance do you need to book?
So in our busy season, as soon as you know your date, it's good.
You book up a
We're
lot?
already booked into April now, so.
So your busy season is what, January to April?
Pretty much, yeah. November and December can be pretty busy too during the holidays.
Makes
But
sense.
yeah, February through May, the 1st of May is very busy.
Right, okay.
March is probably our busiest month.
Okay. How many vehicles do you have?
50 something?
So you could accommodate a huge group.
Yeah, yeah.
And do you get that? Do you get like executive groups?
We
and things
do,
like
yeah.
That?
We have corporate people come out with their doing some sort of training or
Yeah.
getting to know each other.
Do they stay right here in Wickenburg?
Most everyone rides from here. We've got thousands of miles of trails, so
Yeah.
it's a good place to ride. We've got canyons and hills and valleys and flatland and you name it. You can just about get any elevation you want.
There's some old mining claims and things. I know you're not supposed to mess around in there, but
Right.
you can go see some of that.
Yeah, on one of our routes, if you look real close, there's up to 200 different places.
200?
Yeah, they're just, holes in the ground somewhere
Yeah.
or something, but yeah, some pretty interesting ones out there.
And a lot of elevation gain and drop.
Yeah, we go all the way up to, we have trails that go up to Yarnell, which is, I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000 more feet.
Right.
So,
All back road, all back trails.
all back trail. Mhm.
Wow. When you rent a vehicle and you get your gear and everything's ready to go, before you do that, you have a film to
A
watch?
safety briefing, yeah.
Safety
So we
briefing.
call it a safety briefing. There's a film that you can watch, and we want people to have a very safe and memorable ride, not a safe and unhappy ride. So
Right,
we
exactly.
try and mitigate any accidents that we can.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if
And then-
in the event somebody gets stranded in the desert, I mean, this is a desert,
Sure.
so people need to be prepared.
They do.
What kind of things do you recommend they bring
Lots
along?
of water,
Water.
especially in the warmer months. Yeah.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. We suggest a closed-toed shoes because you're going to get out and it's rocky and stuff like that. So just be prepared. We say layer because mornings can be chilly
Yeah.
and afternoons when the sun goes down can get chilly. So.
Now, when we go on our adventures, we always bring radios. So I don't know how far out those radios. Ours go about a mile.
Yeah, we have trackers on all the vehicles.
Oh, you do?
So we can see where people are. If they get stranded or lost, we can usually walk them out, or if they get really bad, we'll go find them.
Gotcha. Well, that's great. So all of them have that tracking on them?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, the route we're going to be taking today with my friend Brian, he's tracked it all on GPS. So we'll be sharing all that information as well. And hopefully people want to take that same route. They'll come out here and try Happy Trails.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We'd love to have them.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so among the things that they suggest we bring, we also brought our Baofeng radios. We bring 2 emergency kits. We've got plenty of water. I actually brought my water filtration system as well. We brought headlamps. You never know if something could happen where you get stranded and you need to have lighting. Sunscreen, definitely bring your sunscreen. And I also generally tend to bring things like ankle braces and knee braces and things like that, because if you end up getting stranded and you have to walk out, you want to be prepared for that. So we've got all that stuff here. Buddy Brian, he's got a Baofeng radio. We've got a Baofeng radio, so we can keep in touch with one another. And those kinds of things will definitely help you go a long way to keeping yourself safe when you're doing adventures in the desert. All right, first stop. Hey, dude.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
All right, how you doing?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Yeah, so every time we make a turn, I'm gonna wait for you.
Okay.
So you're gonna see me as you come up. So don't feel like you have to rush to keep up with me.
All right.
So when we come to some major intersection, I'll be waiting.
Okay.
Just a heads up.
Yep, and it's 2 hours out, lunch out there, 2 hours back kind of thing?
Yep. Yeah. We'll be taking Souls Wash down the road here.
Souls Wash?
Yeah, we'll be taking Souls, and then we're going to transition across 71.
Okay.
And we're going to be taking some open desert over to another wash, which we'll be in for, I don't know the name of that wash, but we'll be in that for probably 20 miles.
Okay.
We're going to hit the big one on the way back.
All right.
That one's about 32 miles long.
Is that Hacienda or no?
No, it's not. It's Date Creek Wash.
Date Creek. So we're never in Hacienda.
We're not going in Hacienda.
Oh, okay,
no.
gotcha.
Yeah, Hacienda's down this way.
All right.
So, and that comes out of the mountains back there and disappears down that way.
Right.
But no, we'll be in Souls and Date Creek, and the other one I don't know the name of, unfortunately.
Okay. All right.
And we're off. We're off like a prom dress. They don't tell me what's happening around here. Do it. Does work. Put that gate up, young man. So do you see?
Oh, are they? They got a tracker on our. So they're tracking our route.
Ooh, look at what we got. Up, up.
That's side. That's a shot that's like the side of us. Zip line. has a Joshua Tree forest. It's located just north of the town of Wickenburg. We're going to skirt a little bit of that, but you know, most of the time everybody associates Joshua trees with Joshua Tree National Park in Southern California, but we're going to see a little bit of that here. Check that out.
Look at that one.
Yeah. Some old cars just.
This one I think is like an old, I don't know if it's a pickup or a...
Oh, look at the dash is still in there.
Yep.
Crazy. I tell you what, these the monsoon storms can really get these washes moving. I'm sure this was carried downstream. Check that out.
They got swept.
Oh yeah, these were definitely swept downstream. Look at over here. So apparently at one time, there was a flash flood that came through here and brought these cars down the wash. And I have to tell you, in Arizona, they have a thing called stupid motorist law. And what happens is people try to cross washes when they're flooded out. The roads go through the wash, paved roads go through the wash, and they try to drive across them. They get stuck, their car starts washing down, then a helicopter has to come out and rescue these people, and they end up having to pay an arm and a leg for the helicopter and for the vehicle rescue. And it's a law that's been put into place to have the motorist pay for it if they make a bad decision. This could have very, very well been one of those decisions. Wayside, and it's a little lunch place. I'm starving. That was a long straightaway.
That road goes for 30 miles.
Wow. So you come here often?
Yeah.
You said you've been on this route about 10 times in the
About
last
10 times.
3 months?
No, I'd say in probably the last month.
In the last month, 10 times?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You come here every time to eat?
Oh yeah. This is my stop. When we were kids, my buddy, a snapping turtle got him on his thumb or one of his fingers, and it would not let go. He ended up shaking it off, and it tore the fingernail off and a bunch of skin.
Oh.
Well, from the Wayside Oasis, if you go about 4 miles further down the road here, you get to Alamo Lake. It's about an 8-mile round trip straight away. It's a very well-graded road. It's your typical desert lake. It is held up by a dam. There's some decent fishing out there, some beautiful views. And then you make your way back here, back past the Oasis, and head back in toward town. We're going to take a different route home. We're going to go through a beautiful box canyon. Look forward to sharing that with you. We've got about 3 hours left before we've got to get my side-by-side back, and we definitely want to spend some time in the box canyon. So we're not going to go all the way out to Alamo Lake, but if you ever make this trip and you want to run out to the lake and you're not all that familiar with desert lakes, definitely make the trip out here to Alamo Lake. It's a beautiful place to stop and visit. And of course here, stop at the Wayside here for a nice lunch of hamburgers and different things like that. Well, this is a 3-gallon Rotopax, and if you're going to do this trip, you really ought to plan ahead and make sure you bring some gas cans. Now, Brian's got plenty of gas. He's got plenty of Rotopax on his machine, as you can see hanging up over the sides. So if you decide you want to rent a side-by-side from Happy Trails and you want to go all the way out to Alamo Lake, you can do it without gas canisters because there is gas that you can get out at the Oasis that we had lunch at. However, it's about 2 to 3 times more expensive than gas in town. So your best bet is to see if you can get Happy Trails to offer you some kind of a gas canister that'll help you get all the way out there and all the way back. This is a straightaway now, huh?
Yeah, and we're going to transition off to another trail.
Okay.
So that we can get back avoiding crushing.
Got it, okay.
Just like the safari.
So we're about 2 miles out from Vulture Mine.
Yep.
Just going to make a right on Vulture Mine, take it up to the stoplight, make a left. And I think about a mile down the road and be back at the dealer.
Sounds good. Well, right there you have it, my friends. We had a really great time here in Wickenburg, Arizona, taking side-by-sides to Alamo Lake. If you ever get up here to Wickenburg, I definitely recommend you take a trip like this. It'll definitely be worth your while, and if you do so, try Happy Trails. We've been really happy with the service here. They have a really great product. I've really enjoyed working with these people. Well, if you haven't become a subscriber to my channel, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button. Of course, be sure to hit that notification bell to be notified when videos go live. And if you consider yourself to be an adventurer and you're looking for an adventurer community, consider joining Team 4X by going to 4expedition.com/join to learn more. Until the next time, take care.